We are a group of young people from Knowsley, and we are here to talk to you today about children's rights. The right of a child comes from a special agreement with 54 rules that countries around the world have agreed to follow. These rules are called rights, to make sure children are treated fairly.
But how many of you actually know the rights of a child?
Well, according to Article 42, everyone must know children's rights. I know some of us don't like to be called children because sometimes it can feel patronising, but Article 1 states that a child is someone under the age of 18.
So what are children's rights? Let's explore some of these together.
Article 28, access to education.
We all deserve a chance to learn and grow. Going to school helps us discover our passions and become the best version of ourselves.
It's more than that though. Instilling children's rights now creates more informed young people and adults and transforms us into the good leaders of the future.
Why do you think it's important for children to have a good education?
Well, we really do need that education because we will be the future leaders one day. And if we don't have our basic education, I don't get how they'd expect us to have a country to run. Because it will be us one day and we need to have that education behind us to really make a change.
Without access to education, it's hard to build the future we want. We all have the right to go to school and get a quality education.
Article 12, respect for children's views.
We all have opinions, thoughts and ideas worth sharing. It's important that we respect each other's voices and are listened to, and that we encourage everyone to speak their mind. After all, we're the future and our ideas matter.
We have the right to an opinion and for it to be taken seriously.
Do you know something that does my head in?
What?
It's when we can't go to the toilet and our views aren't respected.
Yeah, I know I need to go to the toilet in lesson. I'm not allowed to go unless I have a toilet pass.
And you can only get a toilet pass if you've got a disability or a condition.
Or you're on your period like the girls.
And it makes you feel like you're on a blood chase just for wanting the bug.
I need SLT. All you want to do is go to the bug.
I know. What's wrong with that?
And then they say, oh, you should have gone at break. Or it's nearly the end of the lesson. It's mad.
I know. And teachers want me to focus on nouns in English, similes, circumference of a circle. How many apples Charles is left with after sharing 2/3 with James? It's ridiculous. I just need a wee.
Yeah, why can't you just respect our views and let's go to the toilet when we need to? I know some people mess around, but not all of us do.
All tar with the same brush.
Why do you think it's important for children to express their opinions?
Me putting my opinion across is really showing that I am involved in my community, and the fact that other people's decisions will affect me in the future, I don't think that's fully right. So if I have a conversation with someone and my voice gets heard, I know I've also been included, so it makes a difference.
I also think it's important to express your opinions because adults can't see the way we do. It allows us to get our points across, but also change the way adults think too, because they always think, oh, because they're older, they're right. But it can also mean that when we're younger, we're more creative and inspirational, so we have more opportunities to get that across to adults. I think it will help the world move as a better cycle.
Article 24, the right to health and health services.
The right to healthcare. Every child should have access to doctors and medicine when they need it.
We all know how important it is to stay healthy and strong so we can enjoy our lives to the fullest.
Every child has the right to a GP, access to the best medical care and information for their physical and mental health and well-being.
The Make Your Mark survey is a nationwide survey which young people in Knowsley took part in. The survey was looking for young people's topics that they were most interested in and things that they were passionate about changing. The results showed that health and well-being came out as the top priority for young people in Knowsley. Health and well-being is something that young people in Knowsley feel like needs changing or needs to be better suited to them.
Article 2, the right to be protected from discrimination.
Some things in this life just don't feel right. A lot of the time, it can feel like a fight. We're here today to make a change, to stop discrimination based on our age. We can't go in the stores past 5 o'clock, and the negativity in the press, it just never stops. Come in the shop just 2 at a time. We're greeted with a negative sign. I'm not going to beg and I'm not going to plea. I'm simply asking for you to see me.
Article 16, the right to protection of privacy.
It's a child's right to have a private space to share feelings and thoughts. If I keep a diary, please respect that you don't have the right to read it, unless I give you my permission.
Just explain to me that you want to read my diary or access my social media account because you're protecting me from harm.
Article 19. The right to protection from violence.
Every child has the right to feel safe at home, in school, and within our community.
No child should ever face harm or danger. It's up to all of us to keep each other safe and speak up when we see something wrong.
We don't want our life to feel like we're struggling to survive. Article 31. The right to leisure, play, and culture.
We have the right to rest, relax, and play by doing sport, drama, and any other activity that we enjoy. The right to set up and join clubs, where we can make friends and be with like-minded people. The right to a good standard of living, where we have enough food, clothes, and space to live in.
So the Health Staying Group is a group of passionate young people who come and meet fortnightly to speak about things that they feel like need changing to do with health and well-being and how they can make the health system more accessible for young people. So it's supporting them by not only giving them a platform to hear their voice, but also by giving them opportunities like free swimming. The free swimming came about with a conversation with one of our youth workers, and it was just a simple question of, would swimming benefit you as a young person? And it definitely would, but the problem was sometimes swimming isn't always affordable for young people, so it's having something that's accessible to them and that's free of cost. I think swimming helped young people by just giving them something to do out of the house. It was a safe space for them to be, to go and play and have fun and be a child. It now carries on for every half term, so it's made it really accessible for young people to go and have something and an opportunity like that to do.
Why do you think it's important for children to play and create and play sports?
Well, for people my age especially, we're going through a lot of times with school and tests, and for some people, outside clubs can really help relax and just give that support and what you need. For me personally, when I do my outside clubs, with all the stress going on, if I don't get a chance to really express myself by like doing things I love, like if it's something with drama, art, sport, it really does let me calm down and focus on what I need to do.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like say when I play football, it allows me to express myself and get out with my mates, and also it allows me to like forget about everything and just actually enjoy being with people around me.
So if kids wouldn't have that, I don't know, we'd be a lot more stressed and would probably fit into the stereotype of that we're always quiet and anxious and not the nicest, when it's not true.
So, why should children have rights? Because it's a recognised agreement from the United Nations. The rights of child protects the human rights of children to help ensure their healthy development.
There are 54 children's rights in total, and they embrace the idea that every child should be recognised and respected and valued as a human being.
These rights don't have to be earned. They exist from birth, and they're an agreement that all adults should follow for children.
We are the future decision makers and leaders.
The rights to learn gives us the skills we need to make decisions, and these rights create a safe and inspiring places where we as children and young people can learn and grow.
Rights respecting schools. A rights respecting school puts children's rights at the heart of school life. Schools can earn a bronze, silver or gold award from UNICEF UK.
There are 67 primary and secondary schools in Knowsley, of which only 4 are rights respecting schools. Is this good enough?
We think every school should be a rights respecting school to create a community where people feel listened to, empowered and respected.
It becomes culture, a place of change where everyone knows the boundaries.
How can you make sure that children's rights are acknowledged?
Firstly, by making sure you know what they are, and they should all be treated as equally important. We can't go into all of them right now, but you should go and research them yourself. Remember, Article 42.
You could become a rights respecting school where children's rights are put into practice as part of a framework.
Campaign for positive change on things such as climate change, litter in the community, or mental health and well-being.
Set up or join a local youth parliament.
Put a suggestion box in your school, club or organisation and act upon some of the suggestions.
Letting us know when you have listened to us and how the changes will be made.
Open dialogue with the young people and professionals that you work with around the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child.
Donate to children-focused charities and services. The possibilities are endless.
So, children's rights might sound like a big fancy topic, but it's only to make sure we have everything to grow up happy and healthy.
Remember, we're the future decision makers, and knowing our rights is the first step into a better world for all of us. Keep talking about your rights and help others understand how important they are.
Thanks for listening, and remember, we have the right to know our rights. Are you acting in everyone's best interest by making children's rights a reality?